Hey, what is up, everybody? This is steviebreech coming to you here today. We are driving home on our way home from work today. We had a pretty good day at work today, but the 49ers are going to be having to go back to work after their bye week on Sunday. We're going to be playing the Tampa Bay Bucs. It's going to be a little bit of a homecoming for us. We have Christian McCaffrey coming off the IR. He's going to be playing his first game of the week. We're going to have to see how those legs feel, if they're going to be ready to roll. You got to think a little bit of it like how we looked at Brandon Ayuk coming off of his holdout at the beginning of the season. He didn't, he was doing his own practice. He was getting his own reps. But he never got any preseason work in those preseason games. And those first few weeks, people were looking at him like, he was not worth the contract that we had paid for him. Christian McCaffrey, he hasn't been really running at all. I don't think he did any practicing in camp or anything like that. And then they shut him down right before week one. It was kind of like a big surprise. Like right before kickoff, the announcement was made that McCaffrey wasn't going to be playing. He might be going to IR. Jordan Mason would be starting the game, and immediately we're like, oh, what the hell? We're playing Aaron Rodgers. We're debuting on Monday Night Football. Like, we didn't get any warning for this, and it turns out maybe they didn't want to warn the Jets that we were going to be running a different running back other than McCaffrey. Maybe we get a little bit of surprise effect, and we played a good game that day. We came out on top, but there's no secret to the fact that the Niners, we've been struggling this season. Here we are. We're sitting at 500. We are behind Arizona. I believe we're behind the Rams. There ain't no other way to put it. I mean, we are restarting our season. We're coming out. We're hitting the reset button like we were playing a Nintendo game, and our little brother made us die, and we just want to hit reset, and we just want to start over, and we just want to start fresh because we might need that guy, and we know that's not a spot that we normally die at right there. I think that I'm not even going to say almost. I think that every game from here on out in the regular season is a must-win game. I really wish that we would have got a little bit of help from the Bears last week. They had a lot of problems with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm not ready to say that I think that, Kyler Murray or the Arizona Cardinals are a really good team. I think the Niners are a superior team when they show up and play their brand of football, to close to anybody in the NFL. But we're chasing the Cardinals, and that's really an unfamiliar place to be. We haven't been there in a while since Larry Fitzgerald was there catching passes. We can't really think about the Cardinals until it's our turn to play them. But we just got to go play the Bucs. I mean, Fred Warner and the defense has really looked spectacular. We've given up points, but you really got to say that it's probably the defense that's kept us in games and really got us to the point where they are. You can't really rely on them and ask for more than what we've got so far. Niners went out. They traded with the Texans. We got another defensive end for a 7th round pick. I wish I could tell you more, but we didn't really go out and get like the big sexy name like we did last year when we got Young from the Washington football team. Maybe he wasn't what I thought he was going to be, but I mean, we made it to the Super Bowl. He had sacks. I don't think he really put us over the top and made us better than we were. We were a damn good defensive team before he got there. But we'll have to see. I mean, I don't think we just picked up this guy just to pick up a guy. I think that they honestly picked somebody they thought was going to actually help this football team. So, I don't know a lot about Tampa. I watched them on Monday Night Football. They played the Chiefs. Shit that's going to happen like that when you play the Chiefs. They took the Chiefs to overtime. They tied that game up with 30 seconds left in the game. Baker Mayfield sure wishes that, he would have called that coin flip a different way. And Kansas City got the kick, and they took it down for a touchdown, and they won that football game. I think that same Tampa Bay team is going to show up. People are talking a lot about, who's going to catch the football for them. They're out of receivers. Goodwin just got hurt. He's not going to be there. So I don't know. I don't think there's really any games left this season where we can count our chickens before the eggs hatch. I think that every game this year we have shown that we can be beaten. I don't think that we're, smelling our own shit and think that we're, one of the best teams out there. I think that we've just got bad breaks out there in a lot of games that we have been in the lead. We have let teams back in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden we can't turn it back on. Right away, I think of the Shanahan quote after the Rams game that we lost, when he said that, we had a chance to choke this team out, and, we didn't break their neck. And that's kind of what I've been looking for all year long, is that, we are a really good first half team, and I don't think we're a really good second half team, which means that I don't think it's a good idea that we're going to be playing anybody from behind. I think that we need to strike fast, we need to strike early, and leave ourselves a little bit of room for mistakes, which kind of sucks to say that when you're building your team and putting it out there. But when you're probably giving up, I think we got to be probably giving up the most points in the fourth quarter of any team in the league. Without looking it up, I'm willing to make that bet. But I don't know. I believe in this Niner team. I've thought for a long time that this is our year. This is what we built for. I think we wish we could have done it earlier. But this is where we are, and we got to find a way to get this done. So, Niners on Sunday against the Bucs. I'm looking for a win. I'm picking a win. But it's going to be tough. That defensive line, they were just mowing in on the Chiefs. And so, I don't know, man. This one's going to be tough. I think they're all going to be tough. And we're going to have to see on Sunday. But let's go Niners. Let's get that win. Christian McCaffrey. I'm not hoping for you to be an MVP player that is going to be winning that award this year. But we're definitely going to be a different team with you on there if you're what you've been in the past. The last 2 seasons that you've jumped on board. I guess you've only been there for a year and a half, because you came over on the trade deadline of the first year, and then you played the entire last year. But we need you, bud. We need you big time. Let's go.